Good evening, everyone. Today's topic is a multi-threading in Java. So, multi-threading in a Java is a process of executing multiple threads simultaneously. Like a thread is a lightweight sub-process, the smallest unit of a processing, multi-processing and multi-threading. Both are used to achieving a multitasking. So, Java multi-threading is a mostly in a games and animations. So advantages of the Java multi-threading, there are three advantages. So first is a it does not block up the user because the threads are independent and you can perform on the multiple operation at the same time. Then second is you can perform many operation together, so it saves your time. That is the main advantages of a multi-threading. Then third is a threads are independent, so it does not affect other thread if the exception occur in the single thread. It is also important. Then multitasking, so multitasking is a process of executing multiple tasks simultaneously. We use a multitasking in to utilize the CPU. Multitasking can be achieved in two ways. Like one example is a process based multitasking, that is a multiprocessing, and second is a thread based multitasking, that is a two way. Then so what is a thread in a Java? So thread is a lightweight sub process, the smallest unit of a processing. It is also known as a smallest unit of a processing. It is a separate part of the execution, and threads are also independent. If there occurs exception in a one thread, it does not affect the other thread. It is the most important, and it uses like a shared memory area. It is shared memory area. Then the context switching between there is a context switching between the threads and multiple process inside the OS. So the thread is executed inside the process, and a process can have a multiple threads. Then a Java thread class. So Java thread class is achieve thread programming. Thread class provides like a constructor method to create and perform operation on the threads. Thread class also extend the object class and implements the runnable methods. Then Java thread method, there are many methods are used, like like a run method to use to the it sleep it is a used to it sleep it is a use it is a used to action, or it is a used to the action of the thread. Then another method is a like a start method. So start method is used to the execution of the thread. And then void method, static void sleep method. If the method is a sleep between the threads, then uh, another return method, current thread method, it returns the reference of the currently executing thread. That are the some methods are used in threads. So then life cycle of a threads, there are a life cycle of a threads. Life cycle exists in a five ways, like new, active, blocked or waiting, then timed or waiting, and then terminated. The five states of the life cycle. So I explain one by one. New, whenever the new thread is created, it always in a new state. Then active, so active means when a thread is ready to run, and and it is a moved to the runnable state. So there are two types of a runnable. That is the first is a runnable and running. In there are two types of active, runnable and running. Then blocked or waiting means blocked or waiting. If the thread are blocked or wait from the some time to another thread, that's the time waiting thread is a waiting state is used. And blocked means when the thread is blocked from another execution. That's why this state is a user. Then timed waiting. Timed waiting means waiting the leads of the execution. And termination means the close the process. Thank you.